What's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to America Sport. That's right, shooting guns. A lot of people have asked me over the years, how do I sight in a rifle? Whether I buy it brand new off the shelf, whether I change the scope on a rifle, the best way to do it is shoot it. I've never bore sighted a rifle yet. I always shoot my guns. So that's what we're working on today. I did change a scope on a rifle, changed the Mark V to a Burris XTR3. I felt like that something was just not right. So we're going to see. Maybe it's just me and I was expecting too much. And the weather was a little bit rough the following weekend when I was out here trying to practice for a match coming up. So it might have just been me. I don't know. Not holding enough wind and missing targets, and so just kind of that's one thing about long range shooting. It can be frustrating at times. So then you then you decide whether it's the puzzle piece or what's wrong. It might be the guy putting the puzzle together. It might be the load. It might be the scope. It might be I'm not level. Maybe my level's off. So there's so many things it can be. So today, what we're doing is sighting in a rifle. So let's do it. So this is what I do right now. I grab my target, and from where I am gonna shoot from, I step off 25 yards. I always start at 25 yards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's the magic number. 25 yards is where I want to start out at. And that is going to give me the best sight picture of where I'm hitting on a target instead of starting at 100 yards. That way I know I'm shooting over it, shooting under it, whatever. Always start at 25 yards. And what we're sighting in today is a Burris XTR3. I forgot the scope cap cover, but when I get home I will take that off and then put the windage cap cover on. So this one is pretty easy to do. You just unscrew these little set screws here and the turret cap comes up, then you tighten it back up, and then it's a free spin. It'll turn both directions. Right now it's in its zero stop deal, so it's already locked in. So you can, as you can see, I can dial it up and then come back to zero. So all right, we added a little Picatinny scope level, and we added our Picatinny dope card for hopefully this thing sights in easy, and we get it on paper quickly, and then we get out to 100 yards and hopefully we're tacking with it. All right, let's see if we can get on paper here. We'll aim for the center small dot. All right, so we're gonna move it over a little bit to the right and try it again. Looks like we went a little too far to the right. That looks pretty centered up. So now I'm gonna loosen up my top turret. All right, so like I said before, it's pretty easy. So you're just gonna loosen the top turret screws. 1 and 2. All right, so now it free spins. So now I'm gonna screw it back down, lifted the cap up. All right, now it'll go both directions. So now I'm gonna come up a little bit on that target. See what 2 mils gets us. All right, aiming at the same target again, center. Make sure we're level. Great. That don't look too bad. Now we're gonna move it out to 100 yards and see what we get. All right, now that we moved out to 100 yards, we're really going to fine tune it now. So we got it on paper. It's shooting a little bit low. We'll see where it comes out now at 100 yards. So, and then we can really fine tune it to get it into one of them little orange targets. Make sure the rifle's level. Here we go. All right, that landed low. We're about 1 mil, maybe 2/10 low. So we dialed up 1 mil. Wow, center punched. Center punched it. Nice. Let's see if we can get a group there. Looking good. That's 2 touching. Yeah, and we're sighted in. So now we'll reset our 0 stop and go from there. And we got our 0. Now we're just gonna find our Allen wrench. And now what we're gonna do is just unscrew the set screws. Now it should free spin. If you feel it like it's still hooked up or it's clicking, then you want to unscrew your set screws a little more. Yep, so now we got a free spin. It's not clicking, so it's not adjusting your elevation at all. So now we're going to just rotate it back to 0, line it up with the line, and then we're going to push down as hard as we can. You just want to make sure you're lined up on that 0. So now that we push down as hard as we can, we're going to tighten the set screws back up. Now the set screws are tight. Now there's my 0 stop. So now it'll adjust up, rotation up, and we can crank it all the way up. And it should come back to 0 and stop. And right there it stops, right on 0. That's easy, simple. Yeah, it's that quick. Now we'll shoot again, make sure that, see if our cold bore is shooting better, and see if our scope's actually holding 0 good. And then we'll run it out to distance and see how that goes. But that's easy, 10 shots. Didn't have to look through the barrel and look through the scope and see if they line up. I just shoot my guns. So that's the best way I zero. So, all right, let's get it back on paper. All right, we're gonna hold on the far right target. Hold right on that little black dot and see where we end up. Last 5-shot group. All right, we grabbed our chronograph. Just want to make sure everything's looking good. And here we go. Black dot, far right target. Make sure the rifle's level. Send it. 2962. 29.68. And the string spread of 22 with the standard deviation of 7.9. I think it shot better before. I don't know. That wasn't too bad of a group out there. What do you think? Let's go out there and take a look at it. Well, it started out really good. That 3-shot group was looking sick, but then I don't know if we pulled a couple or what, but I don't know. It's within an inch, I guess you would say, but not too bad. I think I'll have to stick with that. I mean, the other ones are not bad. That one, I don't know what the deal was. That was a flyer or something, but that was a 4-shot group, and not bad. So, not bad. Not bad. What do you think, Dell? Is it going to work, Della? What do you think? Yeah or nay? All right. Hey, if you made it this far with me, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Dirt Road Soldier out here enjoying America sport, shooting guns. All right. Have a great day.